welcome back to another episode of Tag Club News. I'm your host, Gable Geen. And without further ado, let's get right into the news. First up, we have a segment on longtime 7th grade science teacher, Miss Horridge leaving.
Hi, I'm Clary, and we're here with Miss Horridge, and we're going to jump straight into the questions. So how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching at South Pass for 8 years, but this is my 12th year teaching.
Why did you decide to become a teacher?
I've wanted to be a teacher since I was in kindergarten. And I wanted to teach elementary school, but then I decided I really liked science, and so I got my science credential.
How do you feel about experiences in school, in this school?
Oh, I've really enjoyed my time here. I love South Pass. I love being part of this community. I've really enjoyed my students, and the other teachers that I work with have been amazing.
Where are you moving to after this?
We're going to North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Do you have any family members in North Carolina?
Yeah, my husband's family lives in North Carolina, so we'll be close to our kids' grandparents and their cousins and their aunts and uncles.
So that's the reason why you're moving to North Carolina, right?
Yeah, so my husband got a new job at UNC Charlotte, and that will also allow us to be close to family.
Are you going to continue teaching in North Carolina?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
Maybe. Not this year. I'll have to stay home with my kids until we can find daycare, but maybe next year. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You don't know?
Probably it's still in North Carolina, but I have no idea.
Okay. What is your teaching philosophy?
I really like to build relationships with my students and get to know them on a personal level. And you know, if they like science, great, and if they don't like science, that's okay. But that they know that I care about them and I care about them as people.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the interview. Do you want to say anything before we wrap this up?
I'm gonna miss you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of the school year.
There are only a couple more days left for Pennies for Patients, so keep those donations coming in. Let's take a look.
Today we are going to be explaining what the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society does for their fundraiser called Pennies for Patients. And Kai, can you explain that to me?
It is for doctors around the world to find better cures for children with blood cancer.
Good job, Tigers. Next up, we got a Chromebook PSA.
I'm using a Chromebook, which is my right.
A Chromebook is on our right. A privilege, on the other hand. The circumstances here are using it for educational purposes only.
But I was only analyzing cats meowing.
Give me that.
Okay, we're going.
Yeah! It's successful!
I mean, it's working.
Can I?
Better.
Wait, can I? 1, 0.
Should we do it?
3,
2, 1, 1. Let's go.
It's working! It did! Okay.
I'm Jason Hong, and I'm here with.
William Young.
Madeline Park.
So you guys made the rocket, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it difficult to make?
No.
No.
What materials did you guys need to use to make this?
Tape, Coke bottle, and some cardboard.
We also use paper.
Was this one of your most fun projects?
Yes.
I'm Jason Hong, and I'm here with.
Tendo Williams. Presley Huey?
So you guys made the lander, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it difficult to make this?
No, not really. No.
What materials did you need to use to make it?
We used a plastic bag with a plate and a Dixie cup with some strings and a bead for the astronaut.
Was this one of your most fun projects?
Definitely. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
On February 9, 2020, Bong Joon-ho's film Parasite made history as it was the first foreign film to win Best Picture. The film had already won Best Director, Best International Feature Film, and Best Original Screenplay. Parasite had been nominated as well as Joker, Ford vs. Ferrari, The Irishman, Marriage Story, Little Women, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Jojo Rabbit. Each of these films were tremendous works of art, but in the end, Bong Joon-ho's extraordinary film had triumphed. And that's all for the Oscars recap. Thanks for listening.
Great work. Now here's your weekly news minute.
Hi, I'm Marco Chakraborty, and with your weekly News Minute. Recently, a ship called Diamond Princess carried 3,700 people and had a coronavirus outbreak on the ship. The boat entered quarantine in Yokohama, Japan, starting with 10 people infected with COVID-19, more commonly known as the coronavirus. At the end of the 2 weeks, 540 people ended up getting infected, and the U.S. has sent help to evacuate the Americans on board. With more of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 death toll has reached 22,000 in total, with infections in total getting over 62,000. Outbreaks in the dozens have occurred in Japan and Korea, including some deaths. That's it for this week's News Minute. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Geen, and this is your TCN Special Report. So we just got done talking to Mr. Parkhill about seeing a skunk. We'll play that video right. Thanks, news team. That's all for us. We'll see you next week.